This place is a fucking mess now that my roommate and I both work full time.
Nobody has time to clean. Get a maid. That's what my friend did.
There's see all that cardboard? There's a can recycling bin and a cardboard recycling shelf.
You guys are good folk. Good people.
We're simple, well, not country folk, but
Just a simple country bumpkin living on Lacker Drive. Here's an ad. Fucking, I'm using this to keep me from being super hungover. This is an ad for Arbonne. Fucking
Arbonne.
DM my girlfriend.
is it one of those cummy gels that you eat?
No, it goes in a drink.
If you're looking for help in wellness services, go to www.joyfulnaturalwellness.com.
There you go. She's got a website now. And also buy Arbonne from her. Because
Are we getting paid? Are we getting paid for that?
No. I'm gonna get my
I
dick sucked for
subscribe
that.
to your Patreon for $6 a month.
Oh yeah. So we are getting paid.
Well, you're just.
I one up all your other Patreons.
Mm-hmm. What'd you say, Kellen?
That you're just a fool. It only costs $5.
I know, but I was like, I wanna one up everyone else.
She wants to ensure that nobody ever pays more than her.
Yeah.
I only did for $5. I didn't subscribe to my own Patreon.
Whatever I was supposed to say in that situation.
Uh-huh.
All right, keep that again.
You're supposed to say, "I believe you." You did not subscribe to your own Patreon.
This is correct. What do you want? Kylie, you're fucking get
Is
out
she
of
doing signals?
No, she's just doing it. Yes, she's doing hand signals now.
Oh, is that Brendan's room? Have you colonized it already?
I have. This is the new Zoom location. It is wonderful.
That's almost as fast as my repainted and redecorated my room when I moved out.
Did you do a Cheers ending?
No, I moved out for a week, and then we went on a vacation to Boston. And when I went to their house the night before, because the flight was early, my room was gone. It's now the office that it has been.
The second Brendan left, I was like, I get an office. Hell yeah. Sad to see him go, but I love to watch him leave. Because it means I get an office. I love it.
They're like, hey, if you want to come back home and like work from home in the office, if that's better than your apartment. I'm like,
your parents are cutthroat. They went right for it. Like,
no, I don't want to Zoom my boss in my high school bedroom.
It's not your bedroom. It's a really nice office. We redid the walls. It's all oak now. What the fuck?
Also, no need to tell my boss that was my room the first year I worked at a big boy company.
I'm so glad I didn't fucking have to move back home after college because it was a rough one for a second there. It might have been. Like the end of June.
Oh, try that one.
What?
Just didn't move out. Try that one. Kids. If your parents aren't like bigots or something, live with them until you're 22.
Well, they are bigots, but they're polite about it, so it's okay.
Well, not to you. I meant like.
Fucking Maheen
like your parents adopted a kid from Africa and then suddenly radically changed their views. I'd get out at 18.
Uh-oh.
Darlene, we did so much angel dust in the 90s. Did we adopt a colored boy?
We did.
That's not like us, Darlene. He's getting up there in years. He will know those are not ghost costumes.
Our relatives kept contacting us, telling us how proud they were of us for making a real change in the world. And I kept saying, I do not know what you're talking about.
I thought that boy was the help. Thought they were bringing back certain modalities of life in the South.
Of which I support. Just so we are clear. Although I did raise a black child to fruition and sent him to college, that does not mean that I am not.
He's going to figure this out. I can't keep showing him those pictures of Black Mussolini. Are you aware of that phenomenon, Black Mussolini?
No, I don't want to.
There are fascists who are so racist that they think Italians aren't white. So, therefore, Hitler had a black friend, Mussolini.
Meat.
Fascinating people, the ones that are going to destroy us.
And I like the idea of a Southern man trying not to get canceled from the KKK. He's like, yes, I do post on Facebook that coronavirus is a real thing, but only because I got it and I experienced how bad it was. I don't believe anything the government's telling me. I vomited blood.
Wait, no, because I post on Facebook about how it's real, but I don't think it's real. It's a government trick, but I do want to suppress the black vote. So
that's why I did it. That is, in fact, the reason that
everybody in the room is like, oh, wait a minute.
This man is out here playing checkers while the rest of us are playing tic-tac-toe.
One day we'll learn how to play chess, but I just can't get over how the horse is called in that.
It doesn't make sense. Shouldn't there be a little man on top of that horse if it's going to be Bill?
That would be nice. And also other things than that's right horses. Obviously, my personal favorite is a cowboy, which I think that I am.
And the queen is the most powerful piece? I think not. Kings be damned. But not kings like how the black folks are just like spiraling.
Wait now. Just turning to opposite sides of a room like, no, hold on. The very easy answer is just to be like the KKK are bad and go stand with the other people, but he's trying to prove it.
But all my friends are in the KKK, but I also have black friends. It is very difficult line.
And not even like Hitler did with the loophole. Like excellent.
This is good. Kevin is one of the nicest folk that I know. And I will be, hello, Chiba. Chiba's
well, about how a lot of racists know a specific black person that's a good one, which is like they actually, like black people aren't distasteful to them, but when they think of black people, they think of something else. So every black person they know, but then they're still racist against everyone else.
Like fucking Donald Trump and Lil Wayne.
Or Donald Trump and Kanye.
Okay, Chiba, you're going to have to go.
Is your dog yowling?
Just screaming.
I've never heard her bark, only scream.
She doesn't bark. She's never barked. That's why. She just screams. What? Am I not doing something? Am I not fucking recording right now? Get the hell out of here.
This is like that video of the guy with the kids in the background.
Except I didn't just face palm him through the doorway on national news. I just fucking, I get to scream at them. That's part of this.
Well, yeah, they're not your kids.
The dog screams at me. I scream at my girlfriend. I scream at the dog. It all works out.
And then the dog screams at its kids. And then it goes to a therapist and says, I don't know where that came from. I just, there's no way I know how to do it.
I mean, I adopted these kids and I just can't. I chose to have them into my life. And I don't.
I can't wait until I have.
Oh, why?
What is that?
You threw a pear at me. It
looks like
exploded. Oh, what the fuck? I think I'm gonna go beat my girlfriend. I've never hit a woman in my life.
Really? What the fuck? Did he perform a Shakespeare play badly? Throwing rotten fruit and scraps off?
Did I burn the roast? Is that it? Oh my god.
Don't worry, honey, you didn't burn the beer.
And that's all I care
about. This is an imaginary scenario. And like I'm at a therapist or talking to my wife like, I'm sorry, the only way I know how to parent is with stories about goats and downloading anxiety onto them.
What?
I guess you don't know the meme about how my dad likes goats.
No. I don't think our viewers would ever know that meme.
The anxiety thing would have been, understandable. Like people would have made that leap. But the goats.
When you do deep cuts about like movies and stuff, that's charming. But when you do deep cuts about your own life, you're being a schizophrenic.
I would think it's all equally charming because nobody knows what I'm actually talking about anyway.
There are people, and they read IMDb to go to sleep at night and listen to this podcast. Those are the things they do.
I should do another podcast that's just me reading IMDb trivia and saying whether I already knew it or not.
No emotion, just Jennifer Aniston was in the first Leprechaun. I knew that.
Fargo was based on not a true story. I knew that. Emmy's face is real fun. I knew that.
I still want to do that bit fucking Steve Buscemi in the beginning of Reservoir Dogs, but just trying to convince people that the best part of Thanksgiving is the leftovers and the actual holiday sucks, because that is my belief. Absolutely.
Like, okay, do you want me to do the monologue where Tarantino's talking about Madonna getting fucked by a giant cock and you bust in with Thanksgiving talk?
No. All right, everybody settle up. I'm not going to... One thing real quick. I'm not going to pay...
No, it's got to be set at Thanksgiving dinner, and everybody's like, all right, everybody box it up or something. Someone's like, hey, somebody didn't give me a portion of their leftovers. Yeah, I don't believe in it.
What do you? This is a season of giving. I don't believe in it. I think that the best part of Thanksgiving is the leftovers. I am taking these home. I'm gonna make myself a turkey sandwich tomorrow. Fuck you, people. Or Steve Buscemi just.
Well, Thanksgiving, asshole.
Steve Buscemi just shows up at the end with the box, like, "Hey guys, I made it."
Yeah, the last scene of Reservoir Dogs where he runs out with the diamonds, that's actually a whole turkey.
He's like, I'm going to make so many fucking sandwiches in the next 3 days before this goes bad.
Hey, man, you guys are talking like a bunch of fucking Mormons. You ever work with Mormons, man? They don't celebrate shit.
Just fucking Quentin Tarantino. I think this guy's got a point. No, don't fucking listen to him. You end up being terrible later. Don't listen to him.
Look, I know I'm no waster of food. I'm pretty sure you're okay. And I'm fucking positive that guy likes turkey.
God, I'm glad.
Where do I have the dishes? You want to trade? I'll try.
You lost me.
No one's trading. I said you're doing the dishes and who's calling me?
Oh. In the fucking middle of this. I'm so happy.
Oh gosh, I'm fired.
Is that every time you get a phone call? Is that what you think? Who called?
I don't know. It did the phone call screen, but it just said Zoom call.
Just those normal. I think it's the fucking scam bots.
Probably the fucking CIA accidentally letting on that they're following me.
Good. You want to die anyways, and if you get killed by them, you become a martyr.
Aha. Like Fred Hampton. I did watch the trial of the Chicago 7, by the way, and it made me mad for not the reasons you would think.
Why? Did they get it all wrong or something?
I fucking hate Aaron Sorkin. It's just, like, I'm stealing this metaphor from Dave Anthony on the Dollop. Aaron Sorkin writing a movie about leftists is like having George Bush write a movie about liberals. Like, we're not your guys, Aaron. All of those people would have hated you. It's so fucking stupid line where Abby Hoffman goes, how do you overthrow a country peaceably? We do it every 4 years in this country. Go fuck yourself, Aaron.
No, you don't. We don't do that at all.
We pick a different guy to pretend to be in charge of it.
Yeah, he's like, oh, it's for sure me doing all these things. Definitely me.
I am definitely not the headwind of a vast imperial storm.
Why? I don't even know what to do with that fucking reference, man.
I just like playing the saxophone and laws that criminalize black people, you know. I'm not the headwind of a massive imperial storm or nothing.
I don't have the appetites.
I don't have the appetite.
Except for chicken, except for...
I do like that I did 2 days after Borat, so I went from Sacha Baron Cohen as Borat to Abby Hoffman.
He's fucking good. Like, Sacha Baron Cohen did a great job in that.
He's actually like a good actor when he's not doing Borat. I mean, he's good in Borat too, but he was in Les Miserables and Sweeney Todd too.
Yeah, but he was a comic actor in Les Miserables. And this one, I was like, the fucking, just that speech about like the fucking, he was talking about the guy's grammar or whatever. And it was like such a fucking great line. I can't remember. He was like,
Yeah, Tom Hayden meant to say, "Let our blood run all over the city."
yeah. And also, I feel like everybody who was in the trial of the Chicago 7, except for that black dude who shouldn't have even been there, that was such a funny part. It's like, he should. Yeah, okay.
I do like when he shook his head was cool.
What?
When the judge is like, "Can you nod or shake your head to let me know? Are you going to behave for me now?" And he just shakes his head.
The correct move. He's like, I was there for 4 hours. So.
Yeah, no, the whole trial was bullshit. I like how the end result of that movie is people saying that the justice system is good. Actually, there's just bad people in it. But like, did you watch the movie and see how the justice system did all that?
And also, all of the people that were in that trial would have been like, no, we're going to burn it down. We're not going to.
Well, yeah, it's doing the classic liberal thing of like, they're like, "Do you have contempt for your country?" And he's like, "Well, it has more contempt for me." The correct answer is, do you have contempt for your country? Is yes.
Yeah. I mean, they just put me in jail for saying this 5 minutes ago.
Right.
Yeah, fuck them. Fuck this place. Either get better. I would really like to see you get better. But just.
And by the way, that scene where they read out all the names of the Americans that died, they were reading the names of VC that died, which is way cooler.
In the movie, they weren't.
No. In real life. In court. They read the names of Americans and Viet Cong.
Badass.
Or maybe it was North Vietnamese Army. I don't know if there's a difference.
Probably.
I just know they were the good guys.
We were the bad guys. We are like our Imperials. It's weird. It's weird walking around and being like on the side of the stormtroopers. It's like no, I don't agree with the Death Star policy, but I mean, I fucking live here.
But despite the fact that there is a Senate, we can't actually make them stop. So
it's like
that's the most unrealistic line in Star Wars, where Tarkin goes, "We got rid of the Senate. The last vestige of the Republic are gone. You don't need to do that. Why'd you waste your time on that? Just gerrymander, dipshit."
That's like.
Do you know that the people that ended up being the communists in Vietnam, they originally asked America for help because they were like, "We heard about your revolution against an empire. Would you like to help us do that to the French?" And America was like, "Whoa, no.
I think you misunderstand. We're the empire now, and it's pretty great."
Right. At some point in the 19th century, we started being Britain. So
yeah, we're just gonna be Britain now. I mean, we overthrew Britain, so I think we're just gonna be Britain.
We're gonna be.
What?
Dude, it's super weird to me how you think your resources are yours and not ours. Like, what the fuck?
It's like, I believe in communism, like globally. Yeah.
As long as I'm in charge of it.
Yeah, I mean, there's nobody in charge of communism.
We're gonna do it differently.
We're a little different.
We're gonna do USSR, but different.
Welcome to Americas. We like to do things differently here. If America was a restaurant.
One of my favorite historical quotes is Henry Kissinger. "There's no reason that we need to sit around and let a country go communist just because of the irresponsibility of its citizens." Like, when America did the coup to Chile, where they killed Allende, who was a democratically elected socialist, Kissinger justified it by saying, "There's no reason to let those people be communist just because they're too dumb to understand that we're right." He described the popular will as the irresponsibility of its citizens, and then killed a guy. And he's not dead.
Really? Kissinger?
Kissinger's alive. Yeah, no, it's every time someone bad dies, it's like everyone's like, "How is it not Kissinger?" And like when Bowie died or when whoever dies, it's always like, "How is it not fucking Kissinger? He's fat, 90."
90? God, I've seen him in black and white photos. That's fucked up.
Everybody, yeah, McNamara's dead, Kennedy's dead, Nixon's dead. Fucking Kissinger.
If we're being honest, I feel like anybody I've seen in a black and white photo should be dead by now. I mean, fucking honestly.
That's only because, like, the 60s weren't that long ago. They just shot all the important people. That's why they're not actually supposed to be dead. Like, MLK is supposed to be alive.
I know this is wrong, but I want to look it up, and it's like, yeah, MLK would have been like 39 yesterday. What the fuck? Just something like that.
I think Rosa Parks is alive.
Yeah, I feel like she died when I was in high school, but I could be wrong.
Maybe it was. I know. I'm thinking of Ruby Bridges. That was that picture of the U.S. Marshals having to escort the little black girl to school. That's Ruby.
I fucking. Oh god. Just so many things wrong with the country, and it's just like we can't do it. I expected us at one time we're gonna like go to North Korea for a tour or something, and it's just gonna be like a really cool place. It's gonna be
Well, no, North Korea is fucked up. Every morning they make school children pledge allegiance to the empire.
yeah, what the fuck? That's wild. That's brainwashing. They did that in the Third Reich.
The thing that gets me continually, and I said this when I was on Flabby Hoffman show, is that the dudes that like
tell me about it.
I told you about it the day of.
I wanted to listen. God damn it.
I told you like an hour before I was on.
Did you? Am I fucking? When was this?
The Saturday before I started work.
What the hell?
Or the what?
Was I in Los Angeles?
I think so.
Fuck. How'd it go?
Yeah. How'd you get COVID? Good. It turns out we don't disagree about politics.
Oh, I got my second negative, by the way, so I'm fucking good to go.
Oh, good. Stop zooming. But then I'd have to drive somewhere.
Yeah. When we have like a day with time, we'll not do Zoom.
Well, yeah. No, but so the thing I said on a Flabby Hoffman show, like I was in Chicago, not just near Chicago, they're like, the dudes that murdered Fred Hampton, an idol of mine, that institution gives me parking tickets. Like, the guys that did all that are still around. Liberal Ant thinks they're the good guys.
There's a guy who killed Fred Hampton and then got a raise. That guy.
Yes.
He's like, hey, dude, good work on that Hampton case. Nice job. He's like, yeah, just keeping black people down. That's what I did.
And someone was like, that's damn fun police work, Sullivan. Sullivan.
You're gonna make detective if you keep it up. Just a cop movie, but it's just all the cops are terrible, wall to wall. Instead of idolizing the police, it's like you went against the code to be a black person after you pull them out of a car. Fucking.
You know, like, you know how Google suggests things like, did you mean a documentary about police?
No. Oh yeah, a documentary. It's like.
No, someone was having an argument about like, are the characters on what is it? Not Reno 911.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine?
Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Like when you say all cops are bastards, does that apply to the characters on like? Well, no, but because they wrote them to be good, not the way cops are. Someone was like, the chief has to be black. That'll make it better if the chief is
gay.
He's Agent Colton from S.H.I.E.L.D. or something. It's not actually like.
It's somebody like that. Is that actor gay in real life?
I don't think so.
I feel like that's.
I don't know.
Should that be wrong? I don't know. I think it's okay, but I don't know if it's wrong. That drives question into my mind.
There would be people who are concerned about it. I think if there were more gay actors playing straight people, is the complaint. Like if it really was anybody can play anybody, that'd be fine. But you never see. I mean, certain gamers would flip their shit if a black guy played someone who was white in real life.
Yeah, they can just continue playing video games. I don't care.
Well, yeah, but now the video games are political because there's women in them.
You know how politics works. You want to hear the most threatening message I ever got from IKEA today?
I've never received a single message from IKEA, threatening or otherwise.
We bought a table, and they sent, hello, this is IKEA in Bolingbrook. We are calling about your click and collect order, letting you know that you have until the end of the day to pick up your items. Goodbye. I'm like, Jesus, IKEA.
Yeah, but they're Swedish, so it was said like, hello, we are calling you about your click and collect order. You have until the end of the day. Goodbye.
Hello, So we have your daughter. Goodbye.
Hello, we take your daughter, and if you do not give us $1,000,000, she will be dead.
Goodbye. Have a nice day.
Hoo-hoo, big summer blowout. I feel like if a Swedish person were to get angry, they would just sound German.
Don't they speak German a little bit?
You're thinking of the Swiss.
Ah, damn you.
The Swiss speak French and German and some other language called Romansh.
The Swiss are like the coolest people ever. I'm a big fan of the Swiss.
Yeah, I love how they have Nazi gold.
What?
They have a lot of Nazi gold still. They were neutral, so the Nazis used their banks, and then all the Nazis died, and the Swiss were like, I guess that's ours.
What are you supposed to do with it?
The swastikas off of it, but it is gold.
Yeah, what would you do if a Nazi gave you $100? Would you be like, well, I'm keeping this?
Well, if a Nazi like gave it to me and immediately died, I would keep it. But they got it by being like, "Yes, Nazis, we will not embargo your Jew killing activities."
You're Jew. You know what I can't stand? Nazis up there killing Jews.
That we need more like hillbillies like that, like Robert Evans. He's not a hillbilly, but
We need to stop having hillbillies that like to play devil's advocate. Like, I fly the Confederate flag. I don't believe it, but I like it because it pisses people off. Like, what the?
You do like it. Shut up.
Then you like it.
Ones that play devil's advocate all the way on the other end. They're like, let me just play devil's advocate here. What if we shot every cop that punched a black guy? What if we just bit? I'm not saying we should.
See, that's a devil. See, all my friends devil's advocate the other way exclusively, and I see a problem with that. So I've decided if they're really doing it, if they're devil's advocate, I'm a devil's advocate right about.
This might be the perfect way to give me plausible deniability. I'm playing a character who is himself being devil's advocate. I'm not saying we should do anything bad. I think we should respect law enforcement, and if they drug you and come into your home, let them assassinate you for political reasons. That's my opinion. But Dale, this man Dale, he's a devil's advocate. Maybe it's bad.
Dale believes maybe we're stormtroopers. Just a chance. Let's get going.
It was fucking weird. In the Chicago 7, like the outfits that the Chicago cops wore, like those guys were lined up when I was in the city in May. Like not exactly the same helmets, but like the same color, the same getup.
The trial of the Chicago 7 is the reason that my aunt left Illinois for California. And I'm like, that's better. But
Is it?
better.
I mean, Reagan was the governor there.
They don't put homeless people in jail, so that's pretty cool.
Well, yeah, that's better.
Do you think they're allowed to have homeless people in fucking North Korea?
I don't know how that would work. I mean, they probably don't have homeless people because they probably like assign people homes or something.
Oh, right. So nobody's out of. But like, if some dude's like, I'm just gonna beg in the corner for change. Do you think he's just like, the second he sits down, somebody like just picks him up by the collar? Uh-oh.
I think they pick him up by his thumbs, and for the rest of his life, he's suspended by his thumbs.
It's not a long life. Luckily, it's only a week.
It feels longer.
I love the new attitude about the terrible, terrible things that are going on. It's just to be like, well, fucking, I guess, yeah.
What am I supposed to do about it?
I do the things that I'm supposed to do. I fucking, okay, I'm not happy about it either. There are kids in cages, and that's awful, but I feel bad getting groceries when there are kids in cages, you know? Like, I feel like I should be doing something different right now because I'm at Aldi's. This is an issue.
Well, we're exiting a period of history that was like weirdly peaceful, and nobody could see all the horrible things going on. And now everybody can see it again, but they also still can't do anything about it. It's like, we have a little, I talked about this on Fleddy too. We have a little bit more power than a medieval peasant, but we have way more knowledge. So the medieval peasant can be like, all I know is turnips, but you know, king is white. And I'm like, all I know is the equivalent of turnips, which is button pushing for a job. But also, I know the king is a fucking idiot.
I have evidence. I have met him.
I know that God didn't do all this. I know this isn't what's supposed to happen. I can't do anything about it.
Dude, wouldn't it be so nice to just start believing in religion one day? Just like wake up one day and be like, well, I'm Christian now, so this all makes sense. And then just go about your life.
Yes, to be like, well, this wouldn't be happening if God didn't want it to happen, and I trust you. Instead of the realization I wake up with every morning, which is that my conscience is a cruel illusion, and none of this means anything.
Are you yelling at the CIA guy? Hey, buddy.
Hey, listen, Agent Lynch. I had a bunch of great jokes about cops named Sullivan. I forgot most of them.
I think that's just a cop named Sullivan. It's hilarious.
No, I like that, like, in Ireland, Catholic Irish people are like, fuck the state. And then in America, they become like, I think I'm going to beat up black people for the state. The British had the fatal flaw of they weren't like, okay, you can be white, you can be like us. And that keeps them revolutionary. That keeps them trying to kill Thatcher. And then if you, yeah, okay, you guys and Italians can be sort of white. We'll let Buddy Cianci be mayor.
Yeah, you just gotta fucking.
And that's why they killed Fred Hampton.
Dun, 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 dun,
That's the economy. It really is.
That actually is. I have a fat guy towel now. Since Kylie threw that pear at me. You know what a fat guy towel is?
When I mean, I don't tend to use them because just out of pride, but yes.
Yeah.
When you're just constantly sweating.
You just wear it like this. The fat guy towel. I see people out in public with this shit. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me, dude?
The culture's changing.
When you have to wear a new accessory because you put on too much weight, time to do something.
Yeah, but everybody does. Everyone was in the 70s. I mean, not remember, but like, have you seen movies from the 70s?
Everybody's hot. It's wild. Did you know Brad Pitt was from the 70s?
What, born in the 70s, you mean?
No, because he was in the movie from the 70s. I'm taking it as reality.
Oh, I know. I haven't seen Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, so.
It's good.
I've seen Once Upon a Time in the West. That's good.
Everybody got mad at Quentin Tarantino because in the end of it, there's like a 15-minute gore scene where fucking...
It's like Manson family shit, right?
Yeah, but some chicks just gets her face beat in with a brick or something like that. And everybody's like, he didn't have to do that. And I'm like, have you seen Quentin Tarantino before that? Yeah, I understand that the first 2 hours weren't Quentin Tarantino doing Quentin Tarantino, but the last 15 minutes was.
I don't know if he's ever done face beating with brick, but he has done violence against women. So
he's done. There are some murder scenes.
Yeah. It seems like Bone Tomahawk. Have you ever seen Bone Tomahawk?
I think I've heard what you're saying.
A very quiet Western for an hour and a half, and then fucking insane, gory demon shit at the end. Which is frustrating because I like the first half of the movie, or the first most of the movie, and I would watch it again. Richard Jenkins is adorable as the doddering old sheriff's assistant. But then at the end, well, watch it. Watch it.
And then at the end, demons come and screw up. Why can't one movie just end on a good day? Why can't that just happen, man?
I do like that the premise of Bone Tomahawk is like, you know how the settlers called all the Indians savages? What if they were as bad as racists think they are?
Oh, God.
And then there is that one racist character in the movie that gets to be like, I told you! I told you I was right to be a racist.
I did it. I've seen Blazing Saddles, I know. Doesn't even make sense.
Hast du gesehen? They're darker than us. I know a little Yiddish because of that movie. Zeig nicht mit Sugar.
Oh, God. I heard that the new Borat was like fucking wild.
What?
I heard that the new Borat was just insanity.
It's pretty fucking wild. Yeah.
I
He
guess.
gets Rudy Giuliani to try and fuck someone he thinks is a teenager.
Good.
It is uncomfortable to watch Rudy Giuliani flirting. It's worse than watching me do it.
Oh, God. I would like to say that fucking I don't want to, like, if I was put into that situation when I'm 80, I don't know what I would do. It's like, I don't know where I'm going to be at 80.
I might be a creepy enough 80-year-old to hit on like a 21-year-old when I'm 80, not a 15-year-old.
Oh, I fucking forgot that you're supposed to be 60. I'm fucking an idiot.
No,
No, that's an obvious situation. Never mind.
No, I have a good job and a bad personality. I might date someone way too young when I'm 40, but not that young.
You might go to Thailand for a while. That's all I'm saying. Like a whole summer, not just a weekend.
That's it. I'm going on a trip to Thailand. Yeah, how long? Is it more than
pack
a
a suitcase? Yeah, I just gotta buy the stuff there and leave it there. It's too expensive for me to ship it over there. Like, huh?
Okay.
I'm going to Thailand. I'm renting an apartment. What? An apartment?
I like the idea of, oh, you just got back from Thailand? What did you think about, this religious site or this natural wonder? And he's like, I didn't leave the city. I got the whole month. Oh God. No, we're not hanging out.
You were there for 4 months. Yeah, I didn't.
I felt like free.
I thought I was gonna run out at one point, and then I drank a Gatorade, and then it was good.
It was
It was a great time.
By the way, what they call Gatorade over there is not Gatorade.
I think it's made out of rats. I don't know how, but it works.
I see rats go into a dilapidated building, and I see lemon lime Gatorade come out.
I see rats go into a building with a little sign that says free rat food. It's a Looney Tunes situation.
Does my piss smell like the cheese from a Looney Tunes cartoon? Yes. Am I able to withstand 4 months in Thailand? Also, yes. So, it's like drinking unicorn blood. It extends your life, but it is a half-life.
It's a what?
You remember the Harry Potter? If you drink the blood of a unicorn, unicorns are so pure that by drinking their blood, you can live longer, but it's such a sin to kill them that you live a terrible half-life now.
That's terrible. No, I didn't read the book.
That's how Voldemort survived in the first movie or something, or the second movie. I don't know. After he got punched off a turban guy's head. Go. Chug that. Pre-workout, I assume.
No, it's fucking Arbonne. Buy it. Gatorade. Arbonne brand Gatorade.
You mean rat squeezins?
Rat squeezins. Now in lemon lime flavor. Rat squeezins.
We just put lemons and limes in the rat pit, that's all.
We hope for the best.
Don't you remember that scene in Harry Potter where the unicorn blood is all metallic and rainbow, like the mirror that ate Neo?
A little bit. Ate Neo.
Also, by the way, in the first Harry Potter, you know how Voldemort's on the back of the turban guy's head? By the way, it's not bad to call him turban guy because he's a white guy in a turban, which is probably not good.
He's a bad guy. Anyways, yes.
Anyways, I imagine that he didn't used to wear a turban and then started to wear a turban when he had a guy on the back of his head. So everyone was like, hey, Quirrell, what's with the turban? And he's like, I'm a Sikh now.
Well, that's like
and then everybody at Hogwarts is white, so nobody's like, but why are you shaving?
Like, well, we have magic, so we can prove that your religion is wrong. So, like, no, I still believe it. Okay, but he's like a conspiracy, like a flat earther, but for magicians.
One of my favorite phenomenons is watching libs find out that J.K. Rowling is terrible. Because they all love Harry Potter because they're like, Hermione's a girl boss and gingers are people, social justice stuff.
They're not.
No, but then it turns out like J.K. Rowling hates trans people. And she had exactly one Asian character named Cho Chang, which would not be the name, apparently, of any actual Asian person.
Like, does it translate to something terrible?
Yeah, it's like, hey, my book about race realism with the Chinese character Ching Chong Bing Bong, turns out I'm not that dope. I'm not a great person.
Yeah, there is, it's just white folk in Harry Potter, if we're being honest. You've seen fucking What's that show that just came out?
Community.
Great.
I have been watching Community.
It is amazing. Until season 6. Season 6.
Joel McHale's hair, like, that's dating way faster than the rest of the show.
What is?
Like, the old phones, I'm like, okay. But Joel McHale's hair looks like when, like, our parents look at the 80s and go, how did we ever wear jackets like that?
Nah, she's thinking.
What?
She's trying to
That's the side conversations.
Joel McHale, he was just on something with fucking Bert Kreischer, and he looks the same, and it's concerning.
Wasn't he like 40 in the show anyway? Well, then
Yeah.
he'd be like 60 now.
Yeah, it's like he looks fine, and it's weird, and I don't like it.
You know, it's easy to not age if you're wealthy.
I should be wealthy.
Yeah. I would still age pretty bad because I could have a personal trainer and all that stuff, and I'd still be like, no, I am going to get Italian beef on my pizza again.
just a personal trainer just being like sad next to you, like I don't know.
Just listen to me on the phone like, yes, I know it's a double charge topping. I ordered yesterday.
Oh God, I've got the fat towel, and you have a personal relationship with pizza people in your area. What the fuck happened?
I often call the pizza place and go, I would like a double dough Italian beef pizza, well done, please. And they go, say it right. And I go, okay, I would like a double dough Italian beef pizza. Please leave it outside my house because I may be jerking off to a figurine when you arrive.
I've recently lost enough weight that I can put a finger in my asshole, and it's pretty great.
I actually, have you seen that Key and Peele sketch where it's just the one fat guy at home ordering like 6 pizzas,
Yeah.
and he keeps being like, let me gauge the room, like no one's there. I did do that once. I was house sitting, and I had gotten my older coworker to buy me liquor, and I was like, tonight is going to be a night of excess. I was like, I would like a 16-inch pizza, half sausage, half cheese. Wait, what? Half sausage, pepperoni, half cheese.
and you're still walking around. You didn't blow your head off shortly after or eat yourself into a pizza coma? Congratulations.
I did eat myself into a pizza coma.
I recently woke up from.
I almost told a story that I shouldn't tell. I hope no one I've ever house sat for is watching this.
Who would? What?
Well, because of the other story.
Because you got liquor? Who gives a shit, girl?
We'll tell that one off mic. No, this story, that story is fine. I think the people whose houses I watch occasionally know that I'm getting smashed there.
Excellent. I can't wait to leave here so that I can just like fucking give Tyler a home for a weekend. Like, here you go, Tyler. Stay here. It'll be awesome.
That's what I did when I lived with my parents. Is I would house sit anywhere to be alone.
It's
And
fun.
then this summer I didn't have air conditioning, so I would house sit anywhere to have air conditioning.
What a fancy life you live.
I had to do a work Zoom at one point when I was house sitting, like an actual house, like owned by people in their 50s who have like a financial base to their life and kids who have left the house. And like sitting there, so I had to do a work Zoom there, and I show the dog, and they're like, Kellen, when'd you get a dog? What? I'm like, it's not my dog. And then someone goes, Kellen, when'd you get a house? How are you not putting together that this is not where I live?
Yeah. By the way, if you ask John for a raise, he'll just give you your house.
This was during when we were furloughed for quarantine, though. It was like, what do you, I just told you guys I didn't find a new job and I'm on unemployment. Do you think I bought a home?
On unemployment. What the hell?
And do you think I tastefully decorated it?
Then this isn't the dog I would have. I would have a cat, and we all know it's.
I would have a cat. It would be a tiny apartment, but it would be in the suburbs. You people have seen me wear the same shirt to work in a week. What do you think about me?
You think you understand where this is going?
I found that if I don't have a Zoom call at work, I can wear the same outfit that many times.
Until the next Zoom call at work.
Exactly.
This is
Also, if it's not a Zoom call day, beanie all the way. I might wear the beanie on Zoom calls. I don't think anyone will care.
That's what this hat is for. It's a mess under here. So
Is it?
yeah.
Is it a quarter life crisis thing that both of us have now adopted signature hats that we wear all the time?
Yeah. Look at this shirt. I'm always ridiculous. I lean in. I like things that are hilarious to only me. Like this hat, for example, makes me laugh all the time. So I wear that hat.
The band almost matches the shirt, but not quite.
Oh, dude, you gotta check
So
the whole
clearly they're
thing.
not a matching set, but they
No,
go
look,
together.
it's all.
Oh, fuck me, dude. Come on.
Yeah, look at this. It's fucking. I can't get it all in frame.
No, dude, you're doing the unhinged aging. I'm just getting like, oh, geez, I'm tired at 10 p.m. now, and I guess I wear a beanie because I'm preparing to go bald. You're doing like what an uncle does when his kids have left the house.
Yes, I am committed to the bit. I am 50 years old, and I was about to buy a Miata. I was so close to buying a Miata. I still
You're
might.
gonna have to, when you have a kid, when they're about 10, you're going to have to sit them down and give them a very frank talk about, okay, for most people, their dad acts like your Uncle Kellen, and their uncle acts like me.
But for you,
You know, every family's different. You know, Timmy has 2 moms, and that's fine and very hot. And, you know, most people...
I'm going to be weird about it a few times.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God. Parent-teacher conferences, if both of them are there, I'm just bloodhounding behind them. I want to take a little affection. I want to get a little horny.
I just want to be near it. They're not even hot.
Listen, son, you'll learn about this once you've been having sex for a couple decades. It's just exciting to have a boner that's not creepy in an elementary school, you know? Because it's not about the kids.
It's like, yeah, I did it. Not a perfect.
Sitting on a toilet that's a foot off the ground, like, I gotta wait till this goes away, but I'm glad I did it. My feet are stuck fuck in front of me.
Just sitting down like, woo! Just on the toilet. Man!
I'm now imagining, this is another imaginary scenario because I'm not going to have kids, but like I return from the bathroom and nudge my wife who's trying to listen to a presentation from our kid's teacher. And I go, but I'm the first person to jerk off in that bathroom.
And if she's really your wife, she'll high five you.
You know, most public bathrooms you go to, someone else has already jerked off or fucked in there.
That's the problem that we have.
If you wanted to flower a bathroom.
You know the problem that every man has? You go into a public bathroom, but somebody's already jerked off in there.
That toilet's not thinking of you.
The situation, elementary schools. Now, hear me out. Don't be weird.
Now listen, fans, listen. I know you're getting cagey because we're talking about jerking off in an elementary school, but I want to remind you all this is fine because I'm thinking of my son's friends' lesbian mothers who are my age. This is
See?
fine.
It's a loophole.
It's a little bit creepy, but like an acceptable level that you don't need to call anyone about.
Just somebody busts in on you. Oh, what are you doing? No. I'm jerking off to
No. It was about Jessica and Terry. Oh.
Nice. Shuts the door. just with your knees. This is what it would look like. Your knees up there. Woo!
No, I was imagining you had your feet stuck like almost out of the stall.
So like this. It's not on camera, but I've never used the slide method on a tiny toilet. I always do the fucking complete squat.
Well, I'm very frustrated because my new toilet, which is terrible in many ways, is also slightly too tall. So when I sit down, my heels don't touch the ground. So if I want to support my phone on my thighs, at a certain point, the arches of my feet start to hurt.
What a cruel. This is the landlord's just trying to get you to move out. He's like, it's diabolical, but it might just work.
He has no idea how fucking sedentary I can be. Fuck you, Roger. I'm in for the
How do you do it? That's the secret. I'm never moving.
He's the immovable object. How can he do it? I don't want to move. Sorry.
Apathy, honestly. Apathy.
How is he able to turn invisible? I just hate it when people perceive me. So
Just
I
apathy.
just concentrate real hard on how weird I don't like the shape of my ass. And if I concentrate hard enough, no one can see me.
My ass disappears.
There's a dog on TikTok. This is somewhat of a change of subject. There's a dog on TikTok who has been given by its owner a bunch of buttons to communicate, and the dog is starting to form sentences. And so now there's a lot of worry in the TikTok community that the dog will develop consciousness and start asking questions like, why have you doomed me to understand my own mortality? And why are you my owner? And now I'm really excited to see if we can teach a dog to like have an existential crisis.
Oh, God. I hope so.
Like, what if Kierkegaard was a labradoodle? He'd be even more sad.
It's like, why? Why do I not have thumbs? I think it's just a person who's like, press the buttons in this order, dog, and then the dog does it. And
Maybe. I like that most philosophers are unhappy because happy people aren't worried about that shit.
Yeah, they're like, what is life? I don't know. I'm getting a blowjob, man. I don't really give a shit right now.
Yeah, I get off work in an hour, and then I'm gonna go drink a beer and talk to a girl. So I don't actually care if God is dead, Fred.
You dick.
In the
Dude, you're a
altered
real
reality, what?
just drinking with fucking philosophers. Dude, you're a real fucking bummer. You need to get laid.
Well, no, some of them would be cool because they wouldn't count my drinks. They for sure would not count my drinks.
They're like, why would I count your drinks if God is dead? Come on.
I do want to drink with Denis Diderot because he said that man will not be free until the last king is strangled with the entrails of the last priest. And that's the level of like lurid description that I like to apply to my followers.
Oh my God, that's the coolest quote ever.
He was pretty fucking cool. He was also one of the few
That's
French
so
philosophes
fucking
that wasn't racist. I'm sure he was a little bit racist because they all were. But Voltaire was like if Voltaire were now, he'd be like, wait. You gave those rights to non-white people? Well, that wasn't what I meant.
Shit.
I think, yeah, Diderot was like, well, wait a minute. Aren't we, like, we're a republic now, but aren't we being real mean to Africa?
About that.
Yes.
Fucking wild.
Yeah.
That is such a good quote. that
Yeah, isn't it awesome?
is a fucking, honestly, might be a contender for the top, the best quote ever.
I think that's where I got my penchant for saying stuff like, the America is an empire with bones for bricks and blood for mortar is a thing that I like to say on Twitter a lot.
I just retweet myself now, honestly.
And everyone's like, it is not 1789, sir. Not how we talk.
But it's more elegant. Everything like talking back then was so much like you had to put effort into speech, whereas nowadays,
Not the people like us. They save the eloquent stuff.
fair. The people who took the time to say shit. I don't know. Those analogies are fun when it sounds like you're a fucking 17th century peasant who just met the king and you want to sound neat.
My logo on Steam, by the way, is still a picture of Denis Diderot smoking a cigar
Why are you on Steam right now?
to see if that was still my Steam profile picture.
I thought you were fucking. I thought you were logging into work through Steam, and I'm like, bold. I'm gonna try and play through Portal before work starts.
Yeah, 1v1 me in TF2, Bill. See if you assign me work then.
You dick. No.
Bill does not know what TF2 is. Bill is an adult man.
Team 4-star 2. That's also a meme. I can't wait until I meet children and they're like, "Yeah, are you on the new thing?" And I'm like, "I fucking what?" And they're like, "Yeah, nobody uses Facebook anymore. It's this."
No, I'm
And
still
I'm like, I have a Miata, and they're like, "That's what?"
TikTok might be the last one for me. I think that might be the last thing I keep up with.
Mm-hmm. It's something.
I already don't use TikTok. Like, kids talk about, like, Addison Rae or whoever the fuck. And I'm like, my TikTok is people talking about sword fighting and slipping in communist commentary to seemingly innocuous videos. Like, they'll be like, did you know that Bill Clinton was going to play a character in Fallout, but thought he was too megalomaniacal? It'd be great if he had that kind of self-awareness when he bombed whatever hospital.
To fuck. Your TikTok is designed for you, to be fair. To be fair.
Yeah, no, I once saw one like that, and I liked it, and TikTok was like, this guy likes stealth communism.
Doesn't he? It does. I love that TikTok is just unabashedly marketed like, this is the most addicting app. What? Yeah, well, we match, like, we
We
literally,
won't show you the time. It's like a casino.
we literally use science to make this just addictive. What's the purpose? Money. Okay. Like, are you gonna change anything? No.
That's
Like
why we're doing it.
We like money. We get paid for your attention. This is as addictive as it gets. Like, okay, I guess.
Which is bad because the money goes to the Chinese. It would be good if it went to Bill Gates.
Yeah, of course, as we all know. Like these facts.
Yeah, Elon Musk is good.
I stand by him. I like him
Why?
because he's like cool. He's like Lex Luthor. It's awesome.
You know that's bad, right?
You see how that's worse, right?
Elon Musk definitely thinks that SpaceX is the company from Alien, and he doesn't understand why that's a bad thing.
Like, you're sending people into space for 7 years. I'm paying them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he read a Cyberpunk book and was like, "That's cool. We should do that."
And then he did. I'm gonna buy his fucking car, man. I don't. Everybody's evil all the time. Elon Musk is pretty cool about it, so I'm gonna stick with the Diamond Mine guy.
No, he's not. He called like a fireman a pedophile because the fireman called him an idiot.
Yeah, but its car drives itself.
When it doesn't explode.
Hey,
Also, he's not going to be able to make cars now that Bolivia uncooed itself. So, get wrecked, Muskrat.
they'll recoup. Don't you worry.
Oh, they're currently planning for exploding cigars for Evo Morales, I'm sure.
The CIA's got it under control. Don't you worry. The price of oil will be under $60 a barrel.
No, it's lithium down there.
I love that. I love that we're committing genocide for fucking lithium. It's so futuristic and terrible at the same time. It just sounds cool.
It sounds like a dumb cyberpunk premise where they're like, okay, it's going to be a commentary about the oil wars in the Middle East, but get this. It's lithium for batteries. Whoa. And then they're like, please leave. We're not making this movie.
And Tesla's like, I'm going to make it real life. Yeah.
I'm going to do it for real. I'm going to put sociopaths in charge of Bolivia because they'll give me the rocks.
I really do love that our fucking geopolitical situation is now caught up with the times that we are living in. I do love that. I do love the word. I'm okay with genocide as long as it's for lithium, if we're being totally honest, just because it sounds cool. I'm in.
Well, the good news is they're not going to ask you if you're okay with it. They are just going to do it.
Yeah, but there's going to be people out there who are like, free Bolivia. And they're like, I'm actually, no, don't. It's cool. We get to be cool, guys. We get to, like, I constantly joke about us being the Imperials in Star Wars, but now we're doing it for real. It's awesome. We're fucking leaning into the bit. I love it.
Yeah, no, see, this is why Elon Musk is bad. This is why you're not allowed to watch him anymore.
No, Elon Musk is Rick in this situation, and as we all know, Rick is a good guy who should be idolized.
Yeah, Rorschach is cool too.
Oh, God. I was about to get a Rick and Morty poster for my background, and then I was like, no, I can't. I can't. I already own a shirt. I can't do that too.
You really should not have Rick and Morty memorabilia.
I have a shirt, and it's just because it says "Let's get drunk." I'm like, I like that. I would like to get rickety wrecked.
See, I wish that the people who insisted on not understanding the message of Rick and Morty were just people who were like, no, I think alcoholism's good. I'm not going to take the message of the show that it's hurting Rick and his family. I think it's cool to be wasted all the time.
I wish that more people shared that view with me. That I don't have a problem. I still haven't mentioned to my therapist like properly that it's like I get wasted a lot. I've said it to her. I've been like, yeah, I drink. It's definitely a problem, but I'm working on it. And she's
Are you? Because I'm not.
she believes me. Stupid.
Well, she might be an alcoholic too.
Yeah, she's like, she followed Fish around on tour for 4 months, and I'm like, yeah, you're my therapist. It makes sense. She was like, yeah, when I was 20.
Definitely smokes weed then.
Yeah, just weed. Fish is known that they stop at weed. And I'm like, yeah, you get it. I like this.
I'm not saying Fish stops at weed. I'm just saying maybe now that she's a professional.
Oh yeah, everybody smokes weed though. I take tiny 1 milligram edibles, and I don't even like weed.
It's not even cool anymore.
Yeah. All right. Well, you're visibly setting up for work.
And we can keep talking. I'm keeping up the conversation.
I do. It was smart of you to get a mouse and keyboard, because doing that shit on a laptop has been brutal.
Well, yeah.
Will you?
Do you have an Ethernet cable yet?
Yeah, it's hooked up right now.
Why am I here? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I got the 100-foot Ethernet cable that just runs through the middle of the living room now.
Great. Not yet. I'm tacky for rolling my desk into the living room, but you just run a fucking cable through it.
Mine's a fucking cable. Yours is a whole ass. You're at it looks like an office right now. You're in your living room.
This is an office right now. My living room is the size of a small office.
You should. No, that's a big office. But you should use that giant leather chair, drink a whiskey with one ice cube, like one big ice cube in it,
Yeah.
and smoke cigars. Smoke a cigar next time we do a meeting. I'm so down for that. I've got the office now. I've got my office now too, so I can crack open the window and we can do like whiskey, cigars, cool leather chairs as a Zoom.
I've gotten over thinking that's cool. Now I think Coors Light and cigarettes are cool. I'm gonna smoke it in the boiler room of my apartment because that's where I smoke in the winter.
Coors Light and cigarettes is like college cool. Whiskey and cigars is, and a leather chair is adult alcoholism cool.
No, it comes back around because when you're 22, you think it's cool to do more adult stuff, and then when you're 24, you're like, actually, that's fake.
I guess I haven't come. I mean, judge on me. I'm probably pretty slow to progress emotionally on things. So yeah, I'm gonna guess that I'll get around to cigarette and beer. I don't think it's cool though. I think it's cool to. I think dad bod has grown on me now though. I like the dad bod. I hated it in college, but now I'm in it. I'm
just resigned to it. Like I'm not going to change my lifestyle meaningfully enough to not look like this. So
well,
that's how we're doing it, folks.
I'm not going to break off my personal relations with pizza shops.
No.
Just leave Karen hanging. They need me, especially now.
I mean, yeah, they're struggling. Going back into quarantine.
I think I'm going to start wearing like less buttons and have just a gold chain. Do you think I should be a gold chain guy now?
Why do you insist on becoming a member of the Irish mob decades after that's been a thing?
I didn't look at me. Of course, it's a matter of time.
I can't remember where we were. We were in a lake at one point, and you mentioned that you look like the Irish mob, and I was suddenly like, oh my God. It.
We were in a lake. Shawnee or?
No, it was Indiana.
Yeah. That was fun.
Can't believe how long ago COVID was.
Yeah, crazy that it ended. We only shut down for 2 weeks. It's wild. By the way, have fun working from home. Blows it up.
Oh, it sucks so much.
Dude, going on stage is scary now because it's like
because you might get it.
No, because I fucking don't have the ability to do it ever, and I don't like have normal just talking to people like strangers conversations. So by the time I get on stage, I'm fucking cagey and weird. It's like people, no.
I don't know. Just imagine them in their underwear.
Well, I don't have an erection.
I'm doing.
Ooh, UWU. God, TikTok memes. I can't wait until I just don't understand. Like an old man who doesn't understand what the fuck is going on. So when somebody comes up to me with the new apps memes, and it's like, that's what everybody's saying nowadays. I'm like, I fucking, you're a bunch of faggots. You're just a bunch of faggots.
No, I'm just gonna get to a point where I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna.
No, I'm the kind of person to loudly express my very wrong opinion at an old age. Is my plan.
No, I'm just gonna have different wrong opinions. It's not gonna be about that. It's gonna be about weird shit. Like taking weed in pill form is wrong.
You have to smoke it. You're a hipster on all accounts.
I don't listen to the Smiths. I listen to the Smithereens. Fuck you.
I don't even.
Hey, decent band.
The Smithereens is a real band.
Got to win the love of a girl like you. That's the only song anyone would know. Stop slacking me about responsibilities that I have to get to in 27 minutes.
I will start when you told me to start.
And I'll probably drag my feet a little bit. I took this extra shift, and I knew that it was the kind of shift where this could happen.
I
knew this,
what would happen?
that I would be sent off on my own to do something.
Good responsibility. I assumed you're stoked.
This has become like the mantra of my life. If I knew the reward for good work was more work, I would have done worse work. But I keep saying, and then not sabotaging my work because I'm a psychopath who can either not do something or do it like insanely.
I think I'm gonna botch this digital coming up then.
I did a little bit. To be honest, it was kind of like, all right, I'm gonna go eat lunch again, so they think it takes me longer and they don't start coming up with ideas.
Smart. That's the right way to do it. I assembled a piece of furniture yesterday.
At work.
I was sitting there. I had both screens up, both of them with the Slack notification open, so I'd know if there was any edit requests coming up, and I'd look up and like click my mouse every like few minutes. But I was fucking assembling a plant shelf back there, and I was just like peeking over my chair, and then go back just screwing a few more bolts, look up, do it. There's no reason I can't.
Back when I was actually at work and I wasn't banned from every interesting part of Reddit, I used to like explain things to people angrily while at work, which is the equivalent of putting together furniture. No, I was getting banned from a lot, and then when Trump got COVID, I just kept saying, well, he's going to die. Ha, 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 it's very good that he'll die. And then everyone.
Why?
I kind of sabotaged myself. I was like, I got to stop arguing on the internet so much.
Yeah, that's, oh God, that'll get you.
So I just decided I'd go out with one last hurrah, and it was that I'm very excited that the president is insane and dying.
It is good.
He's not fucking dead, by the way. That champagne's still in my fucking fridge.
You bought champagne?
I did, because I knew some people who would think it was very funny were coming to my apartment the day that he might have died. So I was like, fuck, if he does and I don't have champagne, I'll feel bad.
That is pretty great. No, instead he got the best medicine available in the world for free. So that's great. That's good. You know,
I'll tell you what wouldn't want to happen is I pop that champagne cork and it does a very improbable bounce that goes straight through his and Kissinger's head. That would not something I hope happens.
Really, honestly, totally against it.
I think it would be bad if the president shit himself and died on TV.
I'm just waiting for him to get like the syphilis mind, you know, like Al Capone did, where he's just fishing in his swimming pool by the end.
Yes, that's. I almost want him to stay president because I want to be like the president is like digging a hole in the rose garden because he thinks there's gold.
Actually,
well, no, Biden might do that. We can get Biden.
Probably would. I'm totally okay with it. The shield that they propped up against Trump, it's great. the man whose brain is mush, he's oatmeal. The big job for a president really is a figurehead. You just have to be able to talk, and he's just not doing it.
I like the idea that like Biden is actually the chief mourner of the United States. People don't know it, but in their heart of hearts, they know this country's going down, and they just go out quiet.
That's so great. It's like, wear black, be respectful, we'll get through this.
And I'm like, how about we shoot it in the face and find a new mom?
Yeah, when was the last time a first world nation did a coup? It's about time.
If
We're due.
elections were as shady in Bolivia as they are here, then they would like America and France would just be like, we're gonna handle it.
I feel like fucking other countries are just cooler than us because they actually have the balls to be like, no, we know this is bullshit. I'm gonna go get a gun because this is bullshit. But we're just like,
the French would be eating bones right now. The bones of senators.
The French would be like, what happened? And you're not actively killing cops. You didn't shoot a fucking cop today. You didn't do your part. Like, Jesus, the French.
I don't know where they got the idea, like the French surrender all the time. I don't know. Maybe the French government does, but the French people, excuse me, no bread. The streets will run with blood.
The French are way cooler than us. We're pussies. We're like, I'm going to post about this on Twitter and then forget about it in a week. And the French would just be like, fucking, I made a skull into a hat. And this skull used to be a fucking senator.
And in 20 minutes, they're going to kill me because I'm not radical enough.
Because I refused to kill his daughter that did do nothing. His 4-year-old daughter that just knows wealth. I didn't kill her.
I don't think we should kill Barron, by the way.
No, yeah, we should put him. We should fucking put him in a foster home in a nice Midwestern family and see if he'll grow up normal.
I think they should change his name to Bo and let Joe raise him. They both deserve that.
That is pretty great. I don't know. I like the idea of him like just having to have a normal upbringing from now on. Now in go into witness protection, be like a fucking just a normal kid in Midwest Wisconsin.
Yeah, it'd be super easy to hide a 6'7" 12-year-old.
Well, I forget who was saying this, but they were like, yeah, he probably just put him on HGH. Because why not?
I want my son to be the biggest.
Why not? There was a doctor, I forget who it was, and this is somebody else told this story, so I'm stealing it for sure, but it's worth it. Somebody was a doctor and prescribed their kids HGH just because like they could, because they were a doctor. And so now he has like a 6'10" and a 6'7" kid who play college basketball. Just like, well, yeah, I guess you could do that.
What the fuck do you think is that kid? Are you like, well, cool? You like genetically experimented on it.
I'm glad it worked out.
My dad did the Powder Puff Girls to me.
Pretty much. I mean, if I was that kid now at 6'10", if there weren't a lot of shitty side effects, which I bet there are, I would be like, neat. Yeah, cool. I'm 6'10".
It's really real bad when you're a kid.
What?
It probably like puts holes in your bones or something.
There was a time. No, I think like by however old, like college age, he's okay by now. But when he was going through puberty, I bet that it was like his wife was like, I think the kid's gonna die.
That kid's got to have stretch marks on his back like a video game.
He got a tattoo when he turned 18 because he thought he stopped growing, and then he grew 2 more feet.
You got a giraffe tattoo? It's a goddamn zebra.
It was supposed to be a horse.
I jammed my desk so hard it closed Zoom.
Good.
Well, in conclusion, folks, watch the video for Pong by Eisenfunk and Hunter Biden 2024.
He's not old enough. Yeah, see,
Hunter Biden is old enough.
I thought he had to be like 40-something.
He is. Well, you have to be 35.
Oh, I thought he was, for some reason, because of all the drugs, I assumed he was younger.
No, it's just drugs make you look good like Hunter Biden looks.
All right. Bye, folks. But
Yep.
wait. Kellen, I'm going to stop.